Maybe one more. We're going to get the side-by-side out and see if we can make a rip. We don't have to pull the windshield on it, but we do have another windshield.
Up a little bit.
We're going to try the thing out, see how it does. It is freezing out here. Down our neighborhood. We just got that quarter windshield on here, and man, it is cold. I think it's below 10 degrees. So I'm just kind of running it down here to kind of show you what it's like without the full windshield. Man, this is a disaster. But I want to come out here and cut some donuts after we get it warmed up. But I think I'm going to put on this new windshield. So let's head back and we'll throw this windshield on. Show you what we're working with. Are you ready to ride?
Not really.
Well,
maybe.
It is cold, but we're going to fix it. Right now we got this quarter windshield on, but I got something right here. No stores are open. They just delivered this by drone. But this is going to be a full windshield for the RZR. So this is by StarknightMT, as you can see. We'll put a link on here. This is not a paid promotion, but I want to check it out. It was reasonably priced, and let me just show you what it comes with real quick. So it's got the windshield, obviously shipped with some protective coating on it. It's a vintage windshield, so you can slide it back and forth in the summer if you want to leave it on full time. We grabbed it because it's super cold and we want to rip this machine. Of course, the instructions, and then you have the 4 clamps that's going to go around the bars, and you can see the cutout in the windshield for those, and then you also have the weather stripping, and that's what we're going to put on now. It's a pretty simple process, we hope. So we've already peeled back the protective layers. You can kind of see it's got a protective layer on each side to keep it from scratching. We just got to run that rubber seal around there, and then we're literally ready to go ahead and throw it on there. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Now, one thing to remember, which it should tell you in the instructions, you need to know which side is the front and which side is the rear. So this is a vented windshield, so you'll see the knobs in here to tighten the sliders are right here. So these are meant for the inside of the cab. That way you can slide and open your vents in the summertime. So this is on the inside, so that's important for this seal or this weather strip. So this part of the channel right here squeezes around the window, and this right here needs to be facing the cab to make a good seal. So when we put this on, we're literally going to come just like this and then work our way around the windshield. So we'll probably just start right here, and the gasket just presses down and you can feel it. You don't have to have any special hammers or anything like that to drive that on. Just press it down good and you'll feel it lock in there kind of twice. I think the hardest part is just making that bend and making sure it sticks in there, but it's not too bad. I'm just praying we got enough to get around this baby. Sure, you don't have to stretch it to get there, because if I have to stretch it, I have not been doing that. It's also, this would probably be a little easier too, maybe if it was summer where everything is a little warm, a little more pliable. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a little extra, which is nice, so we'll just have to trim that off. So, all right, so that's pretty much it. It's wrapped up. I want to make sure I didn't shortchange myself too much, which I probably, all these corners, they feel pretty good, but see how that is right here? I don't know if you can tell, but that's not on there, so it's kind of short. So really what I probably need to do, it won't be much, just to pull that back off, start right back here, make sure I have plenty of slack up in there, because I've got extra. So let me do that, because I would rather ensure that I have enough and then not have enough and then cut it. So since these corners are pretty good, I'm going to take and push in like this, make sure I have good pressure right there. That way it keeps the length correct. That way it won't be trying to pull itself out and pushing up in that corner. That's probably what I should have done the first time. Because if we make it too short, then we cut it, you're not going to grow that back. That's for sure. Push it in, you can kind of feel it pop and lock in. Okay, so just a little shorter. Now all I need to do is I'll grab me a razor blade. I'm just gonna double check these again. They feel pretty good. Feels like I got enough in those corners, so I'll get a razor blade, we'll cut that off, and then literally we'll use these clamps. So the way this clamp is made is that it's got a pretty heavy Velcro on it. On the inside of it, it's got a rubber lining that grips the post really well, and it's a tight fit, it's snug. Hopefully that'll keep it from sliding. But the way it's designed is so this part here will go up against the bar, and this side right here goes into the windshield. If you notice this notch, the way it runs right here, this actually goes down into this channel. So whenever we get ready to mount it up, that goes all the way in that spot. So for an example, if I pull the protective coating back, you can see that, well, I guess actually it would go this way. So this part, the recessed part, would actually go down into the frame and it holds it perfectly straight. And then this goes around the bar, and then you lap your Velcro in there and it's around the post, and we're good. So pretty easy piece, but we're gonna get it set up there and put a couple of these clamps on it, and then we'll go from there. So right now we've got this quarter windshield, which is great for summer, and it's just a quick release. So push your tab back, there you go. So this is great for the summertime, so you can get all the air that you want, but right now it's cold. All right, so what we'll do is, let's go ahead and take and set this up. If we need to, we can frame one of these. And the one thing we didn't do was check for fitment, but it should fit. Go underneath that header and go up towards the top. You'll just hold what you got. I'll go ahead and put one of the clamps on just to kind of get the hold. Trying to put this on in the cold sucks. They're not bending, it's super cold out here and I've left them too long, so we're gonna warm them up. Problems is out here today, which shouldn't normally be a problem, it's really cold and these things get hard as a rock and they won't go through the class. So I'm taking my heat gun, warming it up, and then I'm gonna run them over there and try it again, see how this works. So I think I got this one's pretty warm. It's a lot more softer, so I think it'll slide through the clamp a little better. So let's run over here and give it a shot. Again, it's like 18 degrees, you can bring it. So we just pulled it up with our fingers and grabbed it with the pliers and pulled it through because it's such a tight fit. We're gonna let that set temporarily until we get a position where we want it to go. So let's go to the next one. I'm gonna warm those up too. That's the problem. Like, we probably should have got this windshield a long time ago. It's just hard working with a bunch of plastic when everything's cold. But this heat gun feels great. You wanna feel it? So what I'll do is I'll go to the driver's side. This time I'll get the top one. We'll do the top one first. And then we'll come back and do the bottom one. And once we got these loosely around there, then what we'll do is we'll take and position the windshield exactly where we want it to go and kind of tighten the straps. All right, ready? Here we go. It does not take long for these things to heat up or cool down, actually. I just got to pull the coating back because I don't want to get that pinched up in there. Got that out of the way. Now let's see how easy it'll go through there. Hopefully with it heated, it'll go through good. See how it's just wanting to catch. That one's actually starting to go through a little bit better than the other one. There we go. We got it past the little lip. All right, so now we get the bottom one. All right, we'll just have to test it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the film off. But hey, check out the windshield. It's nice. Yeah, it's so cold. I got thermals on, my pants on, my heavy boots. I've got, I think, 3 shirts on and a hoodie over it, all with my big jacket over it. But I can tell you one thing, you can instantly feel the difference between having a windshield.
Yeah.
Man, this windshield is so much better. Unbelievable. It is nice. Man, the windshield works so good. Why quit driving?